What's going on, everyone? It's me, Bear, and we're here to talk about Eternal Return Black Survival. Now you might be saying, man, that name is quite the mouthful. Well, if the name is too much for you, just call it Eternal Return, or Herbs for short. You might also be asking yourself, what even is Herbs? Well, quite simply, Herbs is a Battle Royale MOBA. You control your character very similar to the way you would in League of Legends or Dota, and the map slowly shrinks, causing inevitable fighting just like other Battle Royales. But Eternal Return is so much more than that, with crafting, exploring, and strategy required to come out on top. It is, in my opinion, a fresh take on Battle Royales. But how does it work, you may ask? Well, you start by picking your character and weapon, then your loadout and spawn location. Next, loot the containers. All the containers. Do the craft dance. And finally, it's time to fight. To the death. Now you may be saying to yourself, oh geez, crafting a Battle Royale MOBA, that could get complicated. Well, let me let you in on one little teensy-weensy, itty-bitty secret. Triangles. Triangles, you say? Yes, triangles. But why triangles, you ask? Well, open a container, grab the triangles. What do I need from here? Triangles. Should I craft this? Triangles. Now that you know the secret of the triangles, we'll run through the basics of a match. First things first, we need to pick our character and weapon. Keep in mind that each weapon has a different weapon skill, which you can check out in the character menu. Next, we choose our loadout and spawn point. Every weapon has a default loadout, and I would recommend sticking with this until you get a better feel for the character. As far as the starting zone, I would pick zone 1 or 2 of your path. Just be aware how many enemies are dropping in your zone by looking at the red markers. Now that we landed, what's our first order of business? You guessed it, triangles. Open every container you can find looking for those sweet, sweet triangles. Don't forget to keep an eye out on the shopping list above your minimap, so you know when it's a good time to leave the area. And if you're having trouble finding a specific material, click on it to see other areas that contain it. The first item you want to try to finish is your weapon, which will give you a nice damage spike. That's not to say neglect your other items, but let's be honest, most matches will not give you the perfect route. Scuffles and zone restrictions will cause you to adapt your path. If you need to take a detour, so be it. You can look at your loadout on the top right to see what materials you still need to complete your item, and you can click those icons just like we did in the shopping list to see where to go next. Don't forget about the Hyperloop terminals around the map. They can teleport you to any area you want. On a side note, items with a question mark are either gathered from a ground spawn, such as sticks and stones, or from animals, such as leather and meteorites. You can still select these, and it will show you the specific animals and spawn locations to obtain these materials. Care packages that drop can also contain some of the rarer materials, as they can contain any item of the corresponding rarity color. Now, as you are gathering your materials, you will see craftable items start to show above your inventory. Again, don't panic, just follow the triangles. You will want to eventually start crafting food and drinks along the way too, but don't stress over that starting out. That may be a topic for another video. At this point, some of you may be thinking, well, that's all fine and dandy, but how do I level up my character? That's easy, just do things. Open a box, gain XP, craft an item, gain XP, deal some damage, gain XP, take some damage, gain XP, walk around, gain XP. Pretty much everything you do in Herbs gives you XP. The experience you gain not only increases your character level, but the corresponding mastery level, giving you passive buffs. The buffs range anywhere from increasing your vision range to increasing your max health and defense. Again, don't stress over these, as you will passively level them up as you go about your business. The only mastery level you really want to pay attention to is your weapon mastery. This is because your weapon skill will be locked until you hit Weapon Mastery 7. You can do this simply by crafting and upgrading your weapon, as well as dealing damage. As I mentioned earlier, you want to focus on finishing your weapon first. Another reason for this is by the time you fully upgrade it, you should be around Weapon Mastery 5. Then it's just a matter of killing a few animals to get the rest of the way there. Okay, so we've crafted some items, and we've gained some levels, but I feel like I'm forgetting something important. Oh yes, it's time to fight.
To the death and get that chicken dinner.
I want to thank everyone for watching. If you enjoyed the video, think about throwing me a like or subscribing to the channel. I will have some herbs character guides coming very soon. Comment below on which character you would like to see a guide for first. And also, follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/ucrebear. You all have a good one, and until next time, peace.